We're doing a voice reveal at 1000 subscribers. Now onto the video. Previously on Bakudeku Origins.
Christmas? Christmas? Yep. Christmas is this weekend, remember? Whose house are we going to celebrate at? The end?
And now, Bakugou comes out to his parents. Okay, don't panic, we've got this. Yeah, you're right. We do. Yeah. ... Nerd, we're in trouble. I know we're in trouble. How could we forget that tomorrow is Christmas? How could we forget about Christmas dinner? What are we going to do? Okay. Look. Let's just think about this logically. Okay, but there is no logic with you and your family, just a lot of angry yelling. Oi nerd. Do you really want to start something the day before Christmas? And on our first day as a couple? ... But I'm not wrong. That's besides the point. Look. My family loves me, they'll definitely accept this. I mean, like, they practically see you as part of the family anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. ... I am not revealing that we're dating. Oh come on nerd, it's just a few words. And they are words you'll say to your parents. Fine. I'll tell them, alright? As you should, Kaken. Don't try to make me do something as stressful as telling your parents you're gay. Really embarrassed, stressed out faces at just the idea of it. Yeah. Anyways, let's get ready for tomorrow. And so they did, with Bakugou messaging his parents to let them know he was helping out Inko and Deku with their part of the dinner. The hours seemed to fly past as they prepped the food they could before the next day, and after a nervous night of rest for Bakudeku. They put together the mashed potatoes, pies, macaroni and cheese, and roasted veggies before they headed over to Bakugou's house. It was a nice dinner with a beef roast, more pies, a sweet potato casserole, a green bean casserole, and a few other sides. A nice Americanized Christmas dinner for them all to enjoy. Well, let's dig in. Knowing Izuku and Katsuki, they're probably famished from all of the waiting. You as well, Inko, of course. I'd say it's time for us all to eat. Thank you for having us over again this year, Mitsuki, Mosoru. It's our pleasure, really. It's nice not having that many leftovers to deal with thanks to Izuku and Katsuki working together. They always seem to have a strategy for how to tackle every feast together. Flashback to earlier that morning. Alright nerd, here's the plan. I'll get a serving of the sweet potatoes. You'll get 3 times as much since you love the marshmallow topping combined with them more than me. Then I'll get a serving of green bean casserole while you get several thanks to my aversion to the onions. Then we'll both get several servings of mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and beef. And we'll tag team on the pies this year instead of separately tackling them like last year. We can do it this time. No leftovers this year, we can do it. Plus ultra. Flashback over. Seriously. Those boys go all out to tackle any foe together, you'd think everything is a competition for them. ... Sometimes it seems they're just competing with each other for the sake of it. I wonder who will eat more this year. Bakugou and Deku tensed up for a moment, glancing at each other, before throwing out their carefully crafted strategy. And with that, the competition was on as the two began to eat as much as they could. They kind of followed the original plan, up until the pie portion where they just went for their favorite pies. Meanwhile, the parents all just ate at a much more calm, more relaxed pace while they talked. Eventually though, after the boys failed to defeat Christmas dinner for 4th year in a row, Inko started to help clear the table, giving Deku and Bakugou a nudge on their shoulders as she left with a few plates. The time had come at last. The reveal was at hand. Bakugou pulled himself up in his seat, nervously fidgeting with his hands under the table as he looked downwards. Would his parents accept this? Would they accept him? Or would he be cast out, yelled at, insulted? As his thoughts began to spiral, a hand took hold of one of his hands under the table. Bakugo's head turned towards Deku, who was holding his left hand now. He nodded once at him, squeezing Bakugo's hand for support. And with one last gulp, Bakugo lifted their hands above the table, eyes shaded. Mom. Dad. I'm gay. Or well, bisexual at the very least. And I'm dating Deku. He closed his eyes tightly, head still turned downward slightly as he braced for their reaction. Well, honestly, it's about time. Bakugo raised his head in surprise. Huh? Katsuki, do you know how obvious it is when we're out shopping? I've seen you check out dozens of girls and guys. ... Quickly turning his head away from Deku's kind of face. Gives him a quizzing look that simultaneously says that better not keep happening. Look. But, second to most importantly, WHOO, you just got me $50 from your father. ... What? You won, yeah. Masaru shook his head and sighed, passing over $50 from his pocket. Much to Mitsuki's clear glee. Does someone want to explain what the beep is going on? Well, your mother and I had a couple of bets going on. Whether or not you would tell us this at Christmas, and who you were dating. ... Excuse me. Look, as we said before, we've known for a long time your sexuality, we just didn't know exactly who you were dating this time. I bet that you would tell us at New Year's and that you were dating that boy with the hardening quirk. ... Why does everyone think he and I are dating? I knew you weren't, but to be fair, you two spend a ton of time together in and out of school, almost too much for people who aren't dating. You know what, I actually agree with that. Bakugo just looks over and glares at Deku, who just shrugs with honesty. I bet that you would tell us at Christmas and that you're dating Deku. I mean, come on, childhood friend vs some new guy in your class. It's clear who wins that. Not to say that Kirishima is a bad guy or anything, he does seem like a wonderful, manly individual. That. We only just started dating yesterday though. He just gave up and groaned, moving his hands to his face as he leaned forward a bit. Well, I can promise that I'll do my best to take care of him and be there for him. Oh, we're not worried about that, Izuku. Huh? Bakugo, you better not screw this up. You had better take good care of Izuku. Huh? What the beep is that supposed to mean? Well, we just know how you can be at times. Oi. That being said though, we're glad you finally feel comfortable enough to share this with us. It takes a lot of trust to do something like this and we're proud of you for it. We're really proud of you, Katsuki. Mom. Dad. But anyways, it's time for a far more important, far more serious topic, safety while dating. ... Masaru holds up a hand then, pulling his phone from his pocket as he puts it up to his ear. Yes. Some questions about that deal with Best Jeanist. Yeah, I can answer them, one moment. Sorry, looks like I'll have to escape. I mean, I'll have to step away from this conversation to deal with this. And with that, Masaru left the room. Rather quickly too. I should go help my mum out with clean up. He nodded his head, standing up as Bakugo grabbed his hand. Nope. If I'm sitting through this, you're sitting through it too. Merry Christmas kind of face, hope you enjoy this gift. Thanks, this is the worst gift ever kind of face. Besides, I think I need to be in on this conversation. that, and I already finished cleaning the plates I brought with me. Both boys could only sit there and sputter in surprise as Inko placed a hand on their shoulders from behind, and then walked around to Metsuki. What followed was a conversation with serious discussions, questions, and some very blushy faces. The end. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed it. As mentioned at the start of this, we are doing a voice reveal at 1000 subscribers. If you want to see that happen, you know where that subscribe button is. Don't forget to also hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. This one has been a year in the making and has some slight inspirations in the ending from Chinami-chan, so please go check them out. Don't forget to comment down below with your thoughts on this, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.